I've never seen a diamond in the flesh.
Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. So today I am going to be filming my 50 facts about me video, and I wrote mine out like a little caveman up in here. And they're just random facts. Let's get started. Number 1 is I was born 2 months early. I was due in February and I was born the day after Christmas in 1996, which makes me 17 years old. Number 2 is my favorite food is pot stickers. Number 3 is I hate things touching my feet. Like walking around in my house is fine because I know that it's just carpet and but like at the park and grass is enough for me. That's enough for me. Like in the ocean, the sand is kind of ew. In the lakes, the mud is ew, and I can't handle that. And the seaweed in the ocean and just things touching the bottom of my feet. Number 4 is I would rather eat fruit and veggies than donuts. Number 5 is I skipped my junior year of high school. I am currently a senior and I'm graduating a year early. I will be graduating on May 31st. Do online schooling, so it was like really easy for me to get ahead. And at the end of last year, my teacher was like, hey, you have good grades. Why don't you try to test out of your junior classes? So I tested out of my junior classes and got enrolled in my senior, and that put me a year ahead. So, number 6 is that my mom and I are best friends. Our personalities get along so well. We are like sisters, and I know that a lot of teenagers have problems with one or both of their parents, and my mom and I, we fight like sisters and we get over it quickly, and it's great. We just have a really awesome relationship. Number 7 is I'm majoring in merchandise marketing. Number 8 is my favorite number is 61. Number 9, I love pina colada. Number 10, if I could live anywhere in the world other than LA, it would be London, because I think Prince Harry's hot. And I like the culture. Like, the modern but old time feel is kind of cool. I love that, so I would choose London. Number 11, I love zebras and elephants. Number 12, I am really afraid of the dark. I have to sleep with, I have these like lantern lights that go up over my bed and I have to sleep with them on. Don't ask me why, but I'm afraid of the dark. Number 13 is my animals have human names. I kind of skipped the Coco, Fluffy, Bun Bun type of thing. Sorry if your animals are named that. No offense, but I just didn't ever go for that. I have a dog named Hope. I have a cat named Carlton, a cat named Oscar, a guinea pig named Ollie, and a hamster named Mia. So, number 14, I am a night owl. I would rather be up at night filming, editing, working on schoolwork, stuff like that. I'm not a morning person at all. I think mornings are really pretty and beautiful, but I hardly ever see them because I'm asleep. Number 15, when I was in 2nd grade, I tore all of the ligaments in my left foot. When I was in 3rd grade, I broke my left arm, and in 4th grade, I cut off the tip of my left index finger, and they had to sew it back on. So that was like 3 years of me being ill, Number 16 is my full name is Elizabeth Marie Louise. Number 17, my favorite place in the world is Redondo Beach. Or King Harbor, like King Harbor is Redondo Beach's harbor. Because I like the boats and I like just the feel, the atmosphere of it. And I love Redondo Beach Cafe. They have an awesome atmosphere too. So if you're ever in California, check out those places because that's my favorite. Number 18 is I work at McDonald's as well as blogging and vlogging. It's a first-time job. It's not easy like a lot of people think. There's a lot of rules and regulations, and it's just hard work. Like, dealing with the general public and getting that much like food out to people is hard work. So I have mad respect for people who can do it for 1.5 billion years, because I've only been there, I'm going on 1.5, and what can I say? I have mad respect for you. Number 19 is I am addicted to the Shaytards. And disclaimer, I'm going to go off on a Shaytards rant because they're like my favorite YouTube family in the history of ever. So I think that the Shaytards are really great because they stick to their beliefs. You know, they keep God at the center of everything. They have been dealt this giant deck of cards and they show you their hand. You know, like, they are still humble. They're still so passionate about just their family, their kids, their marriage, and yet they have, you know, they're making good money. They're making a living off of YouTube, but they never make you feel like they're better than you. And their videos are so cute. I mean, I started watching, the first ever vlog that I watched was day 1 of 5 years of vlogging. And now we have 2 extra little kids from the beginning of the vlogs, and they're adorable. All of their kids are adorable, and they're gonna grow up and be the most amazing human beings ever. And I just like that. I like that they stick to their values and they don't let, you know, fame or money or anything like that change them. And they're still the same people that they were 5 years ago, and I think that that's great. So anyway, end rant. Number 20, I love The Walking Dead. I am like 96.52% ready for a zombie apocalypse. Not really. But I love The Walking Dead, and I ship Carol and Daryl so hard, and just they need to meet each other again. If you haven't been watching it, I'm sorry, but frustrations. And this Sunday is the last episode of this season, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. The struggle is real. Number 21, my dream vacation would either be to Hawaii or Turk and Caicos Islands. Anywhere tropical I love, and I don't know, I just love the beach and palm trees, and I really want to go to Hawaii really bad. The Shaytards vlog did not help that. I want to go to Hawaii really bad. Okay, enough of that. Number 22 is I can speak French. I'm not a native French speaker, but I wanted to learn it, so I learned it, and I can speak French. Number 23 is I'm pretty sure Tumblr is the meaning of life. It's kind of a toss-up between Tumblr and Netflix, but I spend most of my free time on Tumblr and making my blog perfect, and it's still not perfect, but I love it, you know, and Tumblr. Number 24 is I run a nonprofit called Beautifully Made, and you should check out Beautifully Made on Facebook and on Twitter. Twitter is @ViolenceNoMore _ thing. I'll put the link down there. Just ignore me. Number 25 is I still sleep with my baby blanket. Number 26 is my cousins and I were raised really closely. There's like 1,000,000,006 of us, so for us to just be raised that closely, like, blows my mind. But now we're older and we're starting, you know, college, jobs, families, stuff like that. It's really interesting to see where our lives are taking us. Number 27, I like to read if it's my choice. If it's my free time and I choose the book, I love to read. I have a hard time focusing to read for school. Not my favorite thing in the world, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Number 28, I have a good business mindset, but I suck really bad at math. Like, number 29 is I had really long hair until 3rd grade. I cut off my hair and donated 29.5 inches to Locks of Love, and they made it into a wig. Number 30 is I was the one who talked my parents into going to church. When I was 5, I met 2 girls in my kindergarten class, and their father was a pastor at a church nearby. I went to their church, and we've been in church ever since. So, there you go. 31 is I have a lot of friends, but only a few close ones. Number 32, I've been raised thinking that you stand by family no matter what. Like I said, I have a really big family, and we don't always get along. We don't always, agree with each other's decisions. We don't always just get each other, but I've been raised that at the end of the day, you stand by your family because they're the only ones who are going to stand by you when you really need it. Friends come and go, but family is what is supposed to last forever, and I understand that not a lot of people have that anymore, and so I'm really thankful that I've just been raised in a family that loves each other and is so giant, and we have a lot of weird, crazy, random things that happen in our family, and we're going 60 billion different directions, but we stay together, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So, stand by your family. Number 33 is I am way too addicted to buying clothes and makeup. I think I need to go to Shoppers Anonymous. It's turned into a real problem. The first step to recovery is admitting. So, I'm admitting that I have a problem. But number 34 is when I get mad, I go through 3 stages. 1, I'm flustered. I can let it hit me, and I think about it, and then I let it go. Number 2 is I'm kind of fuming inside. I'm getting a little more agitated. I'll turn red, up in here, and I have to breathe a lot, and I get a little bit more tense. Number 3 is I cry. Number 2 kind of comes and goes quickly. Number 3 usually always happens. I always cry. And that's one of my faults, that I am a crybaby, but, Number 35 is my favorite color is pink. Surprise there. Then it would have to be champagne, then probably orange, then maroon. Number 36 is I have gotten stung by a jellyfish. I was sitting at Redondo Beach, actually, and this huge, gross ballness of seaweed, which maybe this is where my fear comes from, but this huge ball of junk came and hit me from a wave, and it was slimy, so I was trying to get out of it, and I put my hand down, and I instantly felt something, and I was like, oh God, oh God. So I lifted my hand up, and down there was a little squished jellyfish, and I started screaming, and I was crying, and it hurt so bad. And I was in 5th grade, so my mom was like, what? Why do I have this giant baby over here? What? And she was like, no, quit crying, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I finally calmed down enough to tell her what happened, and she felt really bad, so she bought me ice cream. So the story ends on a positive note. Number 37 is I have my local minister's license. Basically all that is it's a documentation saying I can speak in front of churches, I can speak in front of youth groups. It's a documentation that I carry behind me, which I think is kind of cool. I just got it renewed, and yeah. Number 38, I think whales are majestic. That little whale sound, well, I guess it's not little because they're giant and massive, but number 39, I can't eat tomatoes or gluten. Number 40 is I watch Western movies and read Western books with my grandma. They're not something that I particularly like, but she likes them, and whenever I'm at her house, she's always watching a Western movie. So I watch that with her, and she always gives me her Western romance novels to read after she's done, and I read them just because, she's going to give them to me, and then she probably, expects me to read them. So I read them, and it's okay because she likes them. Number 41 is I have a dog. Like I said, her name is Hope. She refuses to come and live with me. I don't know why. We've brought her out here probably 6 or 7 times to stay at my house because she lives with my grandma. And it's always been 2 or 3 days at a time. She gets out to my house, refuses to eat, sleep, drink or go outside to go to the bathroom. She basically just walks around and whines. Well, my animals choose other people. I don't know why. Number 42 is I cannot sleep without my closet door shut in my bedroom. Number 43 is I love tea. Number 44, every year for my birthday, I get, whatever age I'm turning, I get that many $2 bills from my grandpa. So for 15, I got 15 $2 bills, 16, 17 $2 bills. And I keep them all tucked away so that one day I can open up the box and find all these $2 bills and just remember my grandpa. And I don't know where it started from. It started when I turned 1, and it's just something kind of neat. Number 44, my best friend Kaylee, who I started Beautifully Made with, is the one person other than like my mom that I know I can go to for anything, whether I'm happy, sad, mad, in a really annoying mood. She'll give me her honest opinion, and I think that that's really important. So shout out to Kaylee again. Number 46, this is kind of a little bit of a deeper secret. My first boyfriend was in kindergarten. His name was Andy, and we met at our elementary school playground. We were playing a big game of tag, and I'm not a tag person, and so I was hiding underneath there was a blue slide, and it had stairs, and I was hiding underneath the stairs, and Andy came and hid with me. And we became really good friends, and we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And we stayed just really close until he moved and left me at my elementary school, and I was really sad, and I don't know, he just was one of my really good friends, and then he just left, and so I was really sad for a while, and then he came back in middle school, and we became friends again, and laughed and hung out, and it was really cool, and we had like our giant group of friends, and we just hung out, and it was awesome. And then 2 years ago almost, Andy was killed in a car accident, and he was the first guy that I ever liked, you know, like when you're in kindergarten you think, oh, boys have cooties, and Andy was the first one that I was like, oh, maybe boys don't have cooties, and maybe boys are cool. And so yeah, that was Andy, and our group of friends still talk about him, and we still remember him, and we still share pictures, and I have a picture of us in kindergarten, so if you want to see that, leave a comment below. And yeah, so we like to think that Andy's just looking down at us and making our lives great. Number 47, if none of my dreams come true, I want to be a truck driver. That's kind of weird. Like, you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? But I think it'd be so cool to go from one point of the country all the way to the other point of the country, cross country, and I think it would just be awesome. Like, Route 66 would be awesome to do from start to finish. And I know I don't need a truck to do that, but I imagine myself stopping at all those truck stops and getting lunch or whatever. I don't know. I just think that would be so much fun, and to live in the back of your truck, like, what? That's so cool. Number 48 is I want to adopt a child from every continent. Before you say, there's no children on Antarctica, that is not what I'm meaning, okay? I'm meaning every accessible country, like North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia. Like, we learned that song, remember, in 3rd grade? And so that's what I'm meaning. Don't forget Australia. Number 49, I am a really sentimental person. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. I find myself like, I'll just like smell something and it'll remind me of somebody or something, and I'm like, oh, that smells like the beach, or that smells like somebody, and I don't know, I'm a really sentimental person. And number 50 is I love to sing, but I hate my voice. So you will probably never hear me sing. And that is the end of my 50 facts about me video. I have filmed this 5 times, so hopefully this is the one that wins, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye!